All right, let's get into it. Let's do all three of them. So, am I the asshole for using my friend's logic against her and making her cry? I, 36 female, went to contact... Wait. I, 36 female, went no contact with my narcissistic family last year as I was done being their scapegoat. My friend was encouraging me to call my mother and reconcile for Mother's Day, and I explained, again, the emotional and mental abuse I went through and her refusal to take accountability or seek therapy. She then lectured me on how it's hard being a parent. She's a parent, I'm not. That as the eldest, you should have helped your mother around the house more with your younger siblings, and that I should let bygones be bygones and call my mother for Mother's Day. I told her, so you think if I had done more chores and accepted more parentification as a kid, and then I wouldn't have been abused? If it's too hard to be decent to your kids, then you shouldn't be a parent. Maybe you should have helped your abusive ex-husband around the house more. Maybe you shouldn't have had dinner 10 minutes late because you know his job is stressful and it's hard being a provider and a father. Next month is Father's Day. You should call and reconcile with him. How could I as a child stop the abusive behavior of an adult when as an adult you couldn't stop your husband from abusing you? Okay, holy shit. Damn. She cried and walked off. Our mutual friends agree she was wrong to pressure me to reconcile with my mother, but she meant well and didn't understand, and you took it too far. I did it to make a point on how abuse isn't okay from anyone, even your parents. Okay, definitely took it very far. I understand the points and the hypocrisy there. However, this was way too far, in my opinion. I understand the pettiness to kind of like, you know, step back and to prove a point, which is okay. But this was really, really far, in my opinion. I think you could have left out a couple of these sentences. Like, honestly, this statement here, maybe you should have helped your abusive ex around the house more and call him up. And okay, if she would have said this, maybe you should have helped your abusive ex-husband around the house more and you should call him for Father's Day, let bygones be bygones. I think that would have been okay, you know? Because it's like, you know what I'm saying? But bro went in, dude. Regardless, abuse is abuse, you know? So by, I guess, like, diminishing this person's abuse can be very hurtful. So I can see the snapback. But they're both assholes. Yeah. I'm surprised the comments are saying not the asshole. A lot of people are saying not the asshole. Not the asshole. Not the asshole. Damn. I don't know. This was I don't know, man. I thought they were both, man. Everyone's saying not the asshole. I definitely think this person went really far. Like, really hard. All right, well, interesting. I thought they were both kind of assholes, personally. All right, next up. All right. Will I be the asshole for spraying some kid with my garden hose daily after he walks all over our lawn? I, 37, male, live with my wife, 37, female, and son and daughter, 9 and 11, respectively. Recently, there has been this kid who comes by our house after playing soccer and either rides his bike or walks over the lawn with his cleats on his way home. It started out as me giving him stern looks whenever I saw him, then it slowly progressed to me asking him to just go around. The last time I asked him to stop, he made a point to stop extra hard and twist his feet in the grass to piss me off. Since then, I've just been hosing him. The first time I sprayed him with the hose, he ran off, but then for some reason...
Jollz, I want you to ult me, daddy. Oh!
Yo, Tapple Sauce with another 5 gifted. Yo, I appreciate that. Thank you so much for those gifted subs. You know, W's and hearts in the chat. Thank you. Tabular Buckle as well with the primer. Appreciate you guys. Thank you. But then for some reason, he just started standing there while I hose him like he enjoys it. It's now progressed to me sitting on my lawn chair and pointing my hose at him, and him just staring at me while he does so. Sometimes we even make small talk. I'm not gonna lie, it started off as a really bitter relationship, but I've actually gotten to know the kid quite well. We talk for maybe 15-20 minutes every day, and he doesn't seem to mind being hosed down after sweating hard playing soccer. He comes by daily, and we just shoot the shit while I hose him, and he stands there for a bit. Wife told me I need to stop. Even after I explained it to her, she said I'm making us look like childish idiots. I guess I could stop, but honestly, it's really funny waiting for him to come by, and I see no harm in it. Will I be the asshole? I don't know. I feel like... I don't know. I feel like it's kind of funny. I feel like it's kind of wholesome. I don't think they're the asshole at all. Personally, I think it's funny. What do you guys think, chat? Let's see what the comments say. I was going to say you're the asshole and get offense, but I see nothing wrong with what's going on. The kid sounds like kind of an asshole, but I guess not the asshole. The kid is obviously deprived of attention. Is weirdly getting something bizarrely meaningful from this incredibly strange relationship. Has he stopped trying to damage your lawn? He still steps on the lawn, but not as recklessly as he did when we first met. He also parks his bike when he rides in on the sidewalk, but I'm not sure if he's doing that to be nice or because he doesn't want his bike to get wet. Get another chair, ask the kid to come sit with you. That kid rather get hosed down by a stranger than go, oh, something's up. I mean, true. True. Ex-Palestinian with a 7 months resub, tier 1. Appreciate you. Welcome up. Keep up the good work. You're doing amazing, sweetie. Hey, thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. All right, the poll is up. What are you guys thinking? Unlikely friends. Aw. Okay. All right, we have another one. Oh, this is the one we read. Am I the asshole for being embarrassed of my girlfriend's cosplay? Oh, man. Shit's about to go down. My 25 male, GF 24, had a double mastectomy. What does this mean? I don't know what that means. What's mastectomy? Oh, breast removal? Oh, okay. So my 25 male, GF 24, had a double mastectomy 5 years ago. She had breast cancer and thankfully made a full recovery. Unlike a lot of women, she didn't have any reconstructive surgery. This was before I met her. I'm a big anime nerd, and last weekend I invited her to a small anime con with me. She's seen a few episodes of my favorite shows, but she's not into anime. She does like cosplay, though, and she works seasonally as an SFX artist at a haunted house near us. So when I asked her to go to the con with me, she asked if she could cosplay, and I said sure. She got very excited and said I was going to love her costume, so I'll admit I thought she was going to do something sexy for me. Well, not exactly. The day of the convention comes, and she showed up at my house cosplaying Dabi for My Hero, specifically a look he has later in the manga. It's a long white coat over white pants, no shirt. Her entire chest was exposed, and she'd obviously spent hours applying burn makeup. She has short hair that she dyes constantly. This time she bleached it white and dyed a few red streaks. I wasn't expecting her to show up without a shirt. Her burn scar makeup only covered half of her chest, so you could clearly see her mastectomy scars. It wasn't a very attractive costume, especially since she'd gone all out with the scars and made them look raised and kind of realistic. She went to the con, and while a lot of people came up to her to take photos with her, I noticed several others looking at her chest. That evening, she said I've been quiet all day, and honestly I told her I was a little embarrassed that she was flaunting her mastectomy scars like that. She got mad and she said she was making the best of her situation and said I was being insensitive, and she's been distant ever since. I'm starting to feel guilty. Am I the asshole? Bro, what? Dude, let your girlfriend went through a double mastectomy. Let her fucking do whatever the fuck she wants to do, man. What the fuck? Oh my god, bro. I don't know, man. What is that? Poll is up. Maybe he got angry because people were staring at her chest. Who cares, bro? Who cares? I want guys to stare at my girlfriend. That just means she's hot as fuck, you know? Who cares, man? I don't know. I feel like people who do that is kind of weird, you know? And why get angry at her, bro? Like, she's just doing a costume. She's just vibing and had a good cosplay. I think it's fine. What do the comments say? True. How dare your GF not have a pretty little cosplay outfit? That's what I'm saying. That's another thing. Who cares what she's cosplaying, right? He was hoping for some like sexy cosplay. Like, who can do Dobby sexy? Obviously, she has not gotten the message that her only worth is if she caters to the male gaze. Yeesh. Jesus, she went through cancer and a double mastectomy, and you're crying about being embarrassed? Please break up with her so she can find someone that's not an asshole. The fucking truth. This is why women have such a hard time being cosplayers. Guys are always assuming they're doing it to be sexy for them. Your girlfriend did something scary and brave for herself. Your reaction is disgusting. True, true, true. All right. Yep. Okay. That was a good one. These were good. What else we got? Am I the asshole for not paying any child support? Oh, paying any child support? Am I the asshole for calling my girlfriend selfish for being upset I wasn't at the birth of our kid because I was also in hospital? There's more in the Discord? Oh, we got more? Okay, what is this one? Will I be the asshole for telling someone they need to wear a bra? Oh, here we go. Here we go. This is gonna be a good one. I, 32 female, work in administration at a healthcare office. There's a policy that clients should be dressed appropriately, no pajamas, excessively revealing clothing, undergarments showing, etc. to receive services. It doesn't say anything about a lack of undergarments though. A female client came in this morning wearing a white t-shirt without a bra, and a staff member made a comment about this to me. I don't know if it made him necessarily uncomfortable, but he was surprised. Will I be the asshole if I had a discussion with this client about wearing a bra when she comes in? I personally have no issue going braless and do it often outside of work. I really don't think it's that big of a deal and don't want to be an asshole, but my colleague was giving me the side eye when I said I wasn't going to say anything to her. Edit, a bra must be worn is currently not a part of the dress code, but this is the first time something like this has been brought to my attention. I wasn't sure how relevant this would be, but when I originally posted, but another female staff member chimed in during the conversation that she had noticed and was maybe going to say something to me. So male and female staff. I do work with a crowd that has an old school mentality of what they think is appropriate, and I moved into my role with that dress code policy in place. I don't think that way though, so I'm not going to say anything to the client, and if other staff bring it up, they're going to have to deal. Yeah. I mean, definitely not the asshole for not saying anything. What? I think like someone doesn't want to wear a bra. Like, I don't know, dude. How does that impact you? I don't know. Does your just like seeing like, I don't know, like, does that make you uncomfortable seeing someone without a bra? Like, what the fuck? I don't know. Bankai redeem? Bankai. Katsun kyokotsu karamatsu shinju. No code, no talk. The idea of having to put it on specifically because a man is uncomfortable rubs me the wrong way as well. True, 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 true. Very true. Okay, what else do we have? We have a couple. All right. Three more. Okay. Am I the asshole for telling my uncle he's man-child and he can make his own food? Okay. I, 20 female, live not far from my grandma, 73 female. My uncle, 35 male, and my younger cousin, 3 male. I usually visit them about twice a week or so when my schedule allows it. Yesterday, I was over helping my grandma with dinner and watching my cousin until his mother could pick him up. When my uncle came home and asked my grandma where his beer was and just passed by ignoring his son, he then went upstairs and didn't come down until food was eaten and put away. He got angry when there wasn't a hot meal waiting for him and demanded my grandma make him food. I snapped and I told him that he could make his own food, and his mother spent the day cleaning and watching his son. I also called him an overgrown man-child and left because I knew I'd get heated. I told my other uncle, 33 male, and he agreed with me. But the rest of the family is calling me a jerk for what I said to him. I don't think I'm in the wrong, as my uncle is fully capable of doing simple chores instead of relying on his mother to do things for him. Yeah. What? That's crazy. Imagine being 35, getting pissed that there's not hot food for you after your grandma or your mom was like watching your kid all day. People are fucking weird. I don't understand that shit. Yep. Interesting. Next up. Last one. Am I the asshole for asking my husband not to share everything with his parents? I, female, am planning to take the most important exam of my life so far in 6 months. There's the same exam next week, but I'm not prepared for it. However, I will still take it just to better prepare myself for the real one in 6 months. I specifically told my husband, male, not to tell his parents about my exam next week because I would fail anyway. It is more like a practice exercise for me, and I don't want them asking me questions about it. He agreed, but went and told his parents anyway, and didn't even warn me. When I got mad and went to my sister's house to take a walk and calm down, he called me and told me not to come back tonight and to sleep with my sisters because he's tired of having to lie to his parents for me. We texted afterward, and he still insisted that I was at fault and that I put him in a difficult situation with his parents because I wanted to keep my private life private. I only got upset because this isn't the first time he's done this. I explicitly told him not to share a few things that concern only me with his parents yet, but he still told them. We've only been married for 1 year, and it feels like I'm married 3 people, him and his parents, instead of just him. We visit them frequently, but when we can't visit due to other commitments, they become upset with him, and we need to provide detailed justification for our absence. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Bro, what? Dude, there's things that you're, like, if your partner doesn't want you to say something to someone, you are breaking their trust by telling those people something she doesn't want. Dude, am I like, do we really live in a world where this kind of shit happens? What the fuck? You don't have to tell your parents everything. Yeah, exactly. Especially something of your partner's that your partner specifically told you not to tell them. That's what's fucked up. I would understand if, like, maybe he told their parents, but her partner didn't specifically say, hey, don't tell your parents about this. I would understand that, you know? Maybe it's like, oh, whoops, I didn't know that. I didn't know you didn't want me to tell them. That was a mistake. Sorry about that kind of deal. That's understandable. But, like, she specifically told, hey, don't tell your parents this. And then you go and tell your parents, that's fucked up. That's a breach of trust. I don't know, dude. That's fucked up. I'm not a fan of that shit, dude. Dude, just respect your partner, bro. Like, oh, fuck. Okay, let's do one more. One more. Okay, what is this? Am I the asshole for calling my girlfriend selfish for being upset I wasn't at the birth of her kid because I was also in the hospital? All right, let's take a look. My girlfriend and I, both 26 female, have a son who is just over a year old. There was some major drama during the birth. For some context, I have chronic heart problems and have been struggling with it since birth. I had a surgery when I was an infant, another at 7, and another at 15. I haven't needed one since and have been doing well all around. When my girlfriend was 6 months pregnant, I got really, really ill, and it took a massive toll on my lungs and heart. I pulled through, but spent about a month in the hospital. I felt so awful that I couldn't be with my girlfriend, Jane, but she was super great with it. Then, 2 days before the due date, I was rushed into the hospital due to a buildup of fluid around my heart. I had to get the fluid removed ASAP. When the fluid was all out, my brother-in-law came to visit me and told me Jane had given birth. I was both ecstatic and devastated. I had to spend the night under supervision, but as soon as I was allowed to leave, I went to the maternity wing to see my girlfriend and baby. At the time, all negative emotions were smothered by our bundle of joy, but over the months, Jane has been showing more and more signs of resentment towards me. It came to a head last night during our date night. I had the whole day planned. Baby had gone to grandma's, her favorite takeout, got all her favorite movies ready to play, spa evening planned, etc. But she wasn't feeling any of it. I asked her what was wrong, and she said she's angry at me for missing the birth. I'll admit, I didn't handle it as best as I wanted to, but we argued for a bit, and I ended up calling her selfish for saying that. I asked her if she understood the severity of the situation, that I was very ill. She got up and said she wasn't going to let me patronize her, and that she's never been disrespected like that before, and she's going to bed. What? Bro was dying. Bro could have died. It's not like he purposely missed it. It's not like he ducked it to go to the hospital. Like, I don't know. What? What the fuck? Does your GF want you to die in order for you to have the perfect moment to tell her kid? That's what I'm saying. What? Hell no. You were out of your damn mind. You should have handled it more diplomatically, but doesn't seem... Yeah, I mean, you could have not called her selfish if things got heated. I mean, but it's whatever, you know? I'd understand it. You were emotionally charged. It makes sense. You know? Especially considering you did nothing wrong. So... Yep. All go. Okay, one more. All right, one more. Let's see what we got here. Am I the asshole for sending my brother a list of every item of ours that my nephew ruined? Okay, that's petty. Am I the asshole for showing text my roommate that... Wait, am I the asshole for showing text to my roommate that his girlfriend sent me? What? Ooh, wait a minute. We are about to dive deep here. Am I the asshole for showing text my roommate that his girlfriend sent me? Oh. I rent a room in a house with my boyfriend and his best friend, Eric. Okay. I rent a room in... Okay, wait. I rent a room in a house with my boyfriend and his best friend, Eric. We are all in our 30s and have lived in this home since college. Eric has a girlfriend, around 6 months, who stays over named Amanda. Amanda doesn't live with us. Last night, we were all Star Wars fans, so we decided to binge watch some episodes and get pizza. Amanda wanted to use her Disney Plus account, but mine is already logged into the TV in the living room. We got our pizza, snacks, wine, and beer. I left my phone in the bedroom because I like to unplug after work. After movie night, I go to see my phone before bed, and there are pages of text about how Amanda wants me to stop doing things for her man, including start using her Disney Plus account on our TV. I'm not allowed to cook or grab him things. The list goes on to where she accuses me of flirting with her man. The thing is a ridiculous wall of text, and I'm showing this to my boyfriend before we go to sleep. He said Eric needed to see this. So I screenshot page after page Amanda sent while we watched the new trilogy. I hear them argue, and Amanda slams the door to leave around 3 a.m. I told my coworker today, and if you thought I was being petty because Amanda has insecurities she needs to work through, and I bullied her about them by sharing her text with her boyfriend. No. If anything, he dodged the bullet early. If anything, by you not telling her, you're setting Eric up for failure in the long run. Those are some heavy-ass insecurities. The Disney Plus account? What the fuck? Did he spy on someone else's phone to figure this out? No. She ended up telling her boyfriend. So the girl who got the texts from Amanda told her boyfriend, and then her boyfriend said, oh, you need to show Eric. So then she screenshotted it and then sent it to Eric. I don't know. Yeah, that's weird. Why not go straight to her BF instead? Probably to get her opinion on it. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, I understand, like, I would show, like, you know, if I'm like, oh, maybe I need to show this to the other person. Let me get my girlfriend's opinion on it. I feel like that's completely fine. First of all, that's like a giant, like, I don't know. Yeah, the GF. So, okay. The girl who lives in the house with her boyfriend, their best friend Eric, who's dating Amanda. Amanda texted the girl shit about how he needs to stop doing stuff for Eric. The girl then was like to the boyfriend, hey, look at the stuff that Amanda's saying. Like, should I tell Eric about it? And then the boyfriend was like, yeah, you should tell Eric about it, right? The thing is ridiculous while I text, and I'm showing this to my boyfriend before we go to sleep. I think it's perfectly healthy. I don't know. I don't see this being weird at all. If it was like a private conversation, I'd understand, but this is just like a wall of text of insecurities that, hey, we need to tell Eric. This is fucking weird. Why did Amanda go straight to her own boyfriend? Oh, you meant Amanda. Oh. Probably because she didn't want Eric to think she's a weirdo. But boy, did that backfire. Oh, shit. Too late for that. Yeah, let's see what the comments say. Not the asshole. The fact her breaking point was Disney Plus is wild. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude. You probably saved her from a possessive girlfriend. Not even just possessive. This is just weird. Like, who gets mad for using someone else's account? That's weird. I think that's so weird. Like, if anything, I'd be like, oh, shit.
Man.
Yeah, I don't know. The account that's already signed in, yeah. Persef for the 9 months resub, sorry. Thank you. Appreciate you. Welcome back. To many more months, Mr. World Domination. Indeed, indeed. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, that's kind of crazy. Only thing crazier than Amanda is your coworker's ridiculous take on the matter. True. That too, yeah. Okay, do we do one more? No. Okay, let's end. Okay, one more. Okay, one more. Last one. Am I the asshole for canceling a vacation because my wife can't pay her share after helping her adult son and ex-husband? Wait a minute. Do we do this one? Will I be the asshole if I took my son and his friends out for his birthday instead of my wife and stepdaughters? Oh my God. Am I the asshole for giving a mother with a crying baby my seat near my wife to teach her a lesson? Am I the asshole for giving a mother with a crying baby my seat near my wife to teach her a lesson? Okay. Let's do this one. So my wife and I recently went on a trip together paid for by her dad. He flew us to Hawaii with first class seats. We had a great time. My wife is used to travel, while I'm less experienced with plane travel. This was the first time I flew first class. On our way back home, we were sat near the back where we're by the did I miss? On our way back home, we were sat near the back we're by the border between us and the undesirables. Oh, okay. This is a weird sentence. On our way back home, we were sat near the back. We are by the border between us and the undesirables. A mother and her baby were one of the first to board, and the poor baby was not having a good time. I felt even worse. I got the mother as I know she's probably equally distressed about the baby crying. While I felt sympathy, my wife was mad. She kept making comments about how our flight was going to be miserable at the best. Her complaining went on for the longest time. She kept saying that the mother was irresponsible, and if she doesn't know how to calm her baby, she shouldn't be taking it on a plane. I tried to tell her to calm down as it's not that serious, but she wasn't having it. Eventually I got tired of that, so I offered to go speak to the mom for my wife. She said she would be happy if I did. I went back in between boarding groups and told the mother that if she wanted, I would give her my first class seat so she can kick her feet up, and that may be more comfortable for her and the baby. She didn't want to initially, but I insisted, and her husband encouraged her to take it. She took her baby up to first class, and I got a series of angry texts from my wife. What? So I felt like this was not a huge deal, as my wife brought noise cancellation headphones, and the other people in first class most likely do as well. And if they don't, they have normal headphones and can simply block out the baby. It's 2023, not 1990. We're not living in the Stone Age. The baby cried for maybe a cumulative 30 minutes on an 8-hour flight, so barely at all. When my wife and I met up, she was livid. She told me that I ruined her flight and ruined the end of the trip for her. I told her that she's overreacting to something that's only mildly annoying. She refused to drop this. I don't know if you guys are gonna like my take here. I think they're both the asshole. And I think that the husband swapping seats without actually asking the wife is actually kind of fucked. I understand, like, the wife is also an asshole too for complaining about the baby on a flight like this, but also he's an asshole as well. So I generally think they're both assholes. I don't like the fact that he really insisted on swapping seats right here just to stick it to the wife. I don't like that. Yeah, the wife is being kind of an asshole to the kid and the baby. But I also don't think this was handled the best. We left the wife in the first class, but we also put the baby right next to the wife. So, like, I don't know. He did a kind gesture, but his motive was not genuine. Exactly. It's like the only reason he insisted on the wife to go to first class, or I'm sorry, the mom to go to first class, was to punish the wife for it, and not to be nice. Don't get that shit twisted, all right? It was more of a petty angle. And I think that's kind of fucked up. So I think they're the asshole for this. I will say though, the wife also is not the best. The wife is also kind of an asshole. Let's see what the comments say. Can I get things that didn't happen for 100? Okay, well, they're talking about the credibility of the story. Why do people... Okay, here's the thing that I don't understand. Why do people complain about the story like as if it happened or didn't happen? Who cares? Like, who gives a shit? I don't care if the story... It's more of just like finding out whether it's like who's the asshole or not based off of the circumstance. I think that's what makes it fun. I don't care if the story is real or not. I don't know why people get so pissed about this stuff. Here's the thing, dude. All of these stories we could have read could have not been real, and I wouldn't really care. They're actually not even real to me because I didn't see it. And you know what I mean? Like, I'm just reading shit. It's like a story from a book. I don't know. Whatever. There's no way this is real. Everyone's really just digging on the credibility of the story. Okay, so they're calling them the asshole for this. You're the asshole for weaponizing your wife's comments against her and for treating her like a child who needed to be taught a lesson. She's your partner who wanted to enjoy a vacation with you, and you dished her at the finish line. Who does that? It's pretty fucked, yeah. Okay, wait, let me go back here. A mother and her baby was one of the first to board, and the poor baby was not having a good time. I felt even worse. Got the mother, as I know she's probably equally distressed about the baby crying. While I felt sympathy, my wife was mad. She kept making comments about how our flight was going to be miserable at the best. Her complaining went on for the longest time. She kept saying that the mother was irresponsible and she doesn't know how to calm her baby. She shouldn't be taken on a plane. I mean, these are just like venting comments. Did she make a scene out of this? Anyway. Do we do another one? All right. That was the last one. That was actually the last one.